On my kicker tonight, I got quite some scare this afternoon when a fire broke out in the only sugar factory in my village. The Transmara Sugar Company, one of the country's newest sugar production facilities, is in the heart of my home district, Transmara, where sugarcane has long displaced maize as the crop of choice for farmers. Transmara Sugar is also one of only 4 sugar factories that are currently in operation, running sugar milling operations. And so, a fire in Transmara, or indeed any of the only functioning sugar factories, would be an unimaginable disaster. Now, sugar is on our collective table, more as a discussion item than a commodity for consumption. The prices have been skyrocketing to senseless levels. When a kilo of what essentially is a basic commodity increases by close to 60% and costs even more than a liter of petrol, then we are not even talking economics. This is utter madness. But our collective outrage should not just end with the senselessly high prices. It should also question how we got here and how we repeatedly keep getting here. Like maize farming, sugarcane production in Kenya operates like a cancerous wound that never quite heals. Over the years and repeatedly, maize and sugar have proved drug-resistant, prescription-defiant, and sometimes outright hopelessness among the farmers. And so, we're in that space again. On the rising prices, most blame, if not all of it, has been placed on what has been described as shortage of sugarcane in the sugar-growing areas in Western Kenya. The country's Agriculture and Food Authority, FAA, ordered a suspension of milling operations for 4 months, citing shortage of cane from the farms. But a casual spot check in sugarcane farms finds frustrated farmers that are only warning against the dangers of a single story. President William Ruto has assured the country that there will be some relief on the table in 2 weeks' time. The president has indicated that more licenses have been issued and for traders to import sugar to address the current shortage and subsequently push the prices down. But imports must not blind the government and the public from confronting the reality that is our consistent failure to achieve self-sufficiency on some of our most basic essential commodities like sugar. Compared to war-torn Sudan and irrigation-fed Egypt, Kenya has way more arable land, yet remains heavily reliant on imports, as illustrated by the long-running sad story of sugar and before that, maize. Now, as he announced the drastic and most welcome reduction of fertilizers prices on Wednesday, President Ruto highlighted the contribution of agriculture to employment creation, foreign exchange, and more fundamentally, its place as the central driver of the national economy. And as the government moves to address the shooting prices of sugar, it must face the monster that lies in between, and that is the greed that attends to the import dynamics, an old game that can only be ended through an honest conversation and an honest endeavor to promote local production, whether it is sugarcane, maize, or indeed any of those grains that become emergency import items in cycles of 5 years. That is my kicker.